Trump Towers, he said he was doing it before he hit the ground floor. Remember what he said? He said, I'm going to take on those rapist Mexicans. Then he claimed, no, there's never been a president.
That's a lie, Joe.
Never been a president.
That's a lie.
Oh, it is a lie.
Yeah. And it was your son in the Ukraine. All right.
What's your point? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You're the one that offered to withhold $1 billion. The cancel of foreign relations. Son of a bitch, he got fired, right?
I tell you what, man.
We and our 18 NATO allies agreed to do what we said we would do, what we must do to restore the peace.
I was suggesting we bomb Belgrade. I was suggesting that we send American pilots in and blow up all the bridges on the Drina.
My fellow citizens, at this hour, American and coalition forces are in the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq, to free its people, and to defend the world from grave danger.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I authorize the Armed Forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya in support of an international effort to protect Libyan civilians. That action has now begun.
We came, we saw, he died.
That laptop is devastating. I've never seen anything like it. Nobody has. Probably not. It's probably not going to happen. But we'll have to see. It's a lot of talk about a lot of different things. Nobody's ever seen anything. They tried to say it was Russia, and it was a total hoax. And then the New York Times essentially admitted that they were lying, and they just covered it up before the election. And it's pretty sad what's happening in our country with freedom of speech and press. We want a free press, so we have the exact opposite. We have a very corrupt press. So it's very sad when you look at what's happening, but we're going to get it straightened out.
Let's talk about this lawsuit against Hillary Clinton. What do you hope to accomplish with that?
Well, they spied on my campaign. You had all of them there. All the names are there. All the names you've been reading about for years. Bill Barr didn't want to be impeached, and so therefore he decided not to do it, which was a shame because, frankly, you need courage to fight these people, deep state or whatever you want to call them. But I think we're going to do very well with it. We have a great lawsuit, and I felt it was really very important to bring it because, think of it, if I spied on their campaign, can you imagine what would happen, John? If I spied on their campaign on Obama or Biden or on Hillary Clinton, and the same thing happened where we caught them, because we caught them red-handed, if that ever happened, what are they talking about? Treason? Are they talking about the rest of your life in jail? Are they talking about death penalty? And these people can't be allowed to get away with this stuff.
Let's also talk about Russia and Ukraine. It seems like...
This is the story of a country called Ukraine. that was used by the United Kingdom, the United States, and Europe to generate a proxy war against Russia, with the support of Jewish Hollywood studios, and North American and European media.
El presidente de Ucrania, Viktor Yanukovych, denunció este sábado un golpe de Estado y se rehusó a dimitir. Esto poco después de 2 golpes mortales anunciados este sábado por la oposición. El primero fue la votación de una resolución del Parlamento para liberar inmediatamente a Yulia Timoshenko, férrea adversaria del mandatario y líder de la Revolución Naranja Prooccidental de 2004. El segundo golpe fue la designación de Oleksandr Tuchirnov como presidente del Parlamento ucraniano en reemplazo de un cercano colaborador de Yanukovych. Todo ello se produce un día después de que el presidente y la oposición firmaran un acuerdo para poner fin a la crisis ucraniana, que se saldó en los últimos días con decenas de muertos. El acuerdo prevé elecciones presidenciales anticipadas, la formación de un gobierno de unidad nacional y el regreso a la Constitución de 2004.
Ucrania es un país enorme y próspero, con un pasado reciente estrechamente vinculado con Rusia. En el 2014, el golpe de Estado divide Ucrania y lleva una guerra fratricida en el Donbass, que dura hasta el día de hoy. Cerca de Lugansk, al lado de un gran campo, hay una enorme tumba. Aquí están enterrados en su mayoría los civiles asesinados en verano del 2014 por las fuerzas ucranianas.
Solo aquí, en este mismo lugar, están enterrados entre 300 y 500 civiles asesinados por la dirección político-militar de Ucrania. Podemos definirlo con una sola palabra: genocidio.
Ana Soroka dirige una comisión especial que recoge pruebas de los crímenes de guerra cometidos por la administración de Ucrania contra el pueblo de la República Popular de Lugansk.
Nunca lo olvidaremos y nunca lo perdonaremos.
En Donbass hay muchas tumbas como esta.
Llevo solo 5 minutos aquí y ya veo que los primeros 5 cuerpos que encontraron habían sido decapitados. Todos eran civiles. ¿Quién puede hacer algo así a la gente? ¿Cómo pueden afirmar después que no eran crímenes de guerra?
I only have a minute left. Let me ask you, does Ukraine have chemical or biological weapons?
Ukraine has biological research facilities, which, in fact, we are now quite concerned Russian troops, Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of. So we are working with the Ukrainians on how they can prevent any of those research materials from falling into the hands of Russian forces should they approach.
I'm sure you're aware that the Russian propaganda groups are already putting out there all kinds of information about how they've uncovered a plot by the Ukrainians to release biological weapons in the country and with NATO's coordination. If there's a biological or chemical weapon incident or attack inside of Ukraine, is there any doubt in your mind that 100% it would be the Russians that would be behind it?
There is no doubt in my mind, Senator, and it is classic Russian technique to blame on the other guy what they're planning to do themselves.
El presidente de Rusia, Vladimir Putin, ha reconocido hace algunos minutos formalmente la independencia de las dos regiones separatistas del este de Ucrania, Donetsk y Lugansk. El mandatario firmó acuerdos de amistad y ayuda mutua con separatistas prorrusos y dijo que confía en el apoyo de la ciudadanía rusa. El Kremlin confirmó la medida después de que Putin convocara a su Consejo de Seguridad Nacional para estudiar las peticiones de las autoproclamadas repúblicas populares de Donetsk y Lugansk. Ucrania ha pedido ayuda a las Naciones Unidas. Los líderes occidentales han condenado la decisión del presidente ruso. El canciller alemán Olaf Scholz ha comunicado a Putin que su decisión va en contra de los acuerdos de paz de Minsk del 2015.
United States will join Ukraine in solemnly marking the 8th anniversary of Russia's 2014 invasion and brutal occupation of Crimea, a flagrant disregard for international law, as well as Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The United States reaffirms, as we always have, Crimea is Ukraine. The Ukrainian people have known 30 years of independence, and while building their democracy, they have shown relentless and inspiring pursuit of liberty, of peace, of security, of human dignity, and they continue to show that they will not go back in time.
The scenes unfolding in the streets and fields of Ukraine are nothing short of a tragedy. Brave young soldiers and innocent civilians are being cut down. Tanks are rumbling through towns and cities, missiles raining indiscriminately from the skies. It's a generation or more since we witnessed such bloodshed in Europe. We hoped
President Zelensky has asked for people from abroad to join an international force. Would you support that?
Stand with our Ukrainian brothers and sisters in the face of...
And of course, that is something that people can make their own decisions about. The people of Ukraine are fighting for freedom and democracy, not just for Ukraine, but for the whole of Europe, because that is what President Putin is challenging. And absolutely, if people want to support that struggle, I would support them in doing that.
So you support Britain, people from Britain, going over to Ukraine to help in the fight?
Absolutely, if that's what they want to do.
We condemn the attacks on civilians, and over the night we have also seen reports about the attack against the nuclear power plant. This just demonstrates the recklessness of this war and the importance of ending it, and the importance of Russia withdrawing all its troops and engaging in good faith in diplomatic efforts. There is one lesson we can already draw from this crisis. To keep our nation safe, we need North America and Europe standing together in NATO in strategic solidarity. At this dangerous moment, no country and no continent can go it alone. President Putin has failed to divide us. NATO is more united, more determined and stronger than ever. We're also working closer with like-minded partners. Today we were joined by the European Union as well as Finland and Sweden. In response to Russia's aggression, we have decided to strengthen our coordination and information sharing with Finland and Sweden.